Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Anonymous Throwdown Podcast. Joined, as always, Dustin, Marcel. Jake is out today. He's not feeling well, but yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about this week. Up top of the show, let's talk about the PlayStation 5 Showcase event. Very interesting reveal. The pre-order debacle, that was obviously a huge fiasco. People were very upset about that. What did you guys think of the PS5 showcase?
I barely watched any of it.
Really?
I'm gonna be honest. I probably only saw like the Spider-Man. I was probably working all day. I remember I was probably working in the morning and night. But I saw like the Spider-Man thing. Didn't they do something with Ratchet and Clank? Did they?
Yes.
No.
I thought wasn't there Ratchet and Clank gameplay there?
No.
Oh.
Okay, what else did they do?
When does that game come out?
There's no release date. Probably late next year.
Okay.
Yeah. Because right now they're prioritizing Miles Morales, which is $40. Is that right? $40?
$50.
$50.
$50.
$49.99, whatever.
And then if you pay $20 more, you get the Spider-Man PS4 remaster, which is like not even 2 years old as a game. So that's cool.
Sounds about right.
And what? I don't know. That's just so dumb. Like that whole part of this industry now, where we're remastering games 2 years after they come out, is just so absurd.
Just make it a free patch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally, or it should just be like, oh yeah, we just ported this game to PS5 because you know that the graphics it's not a real remaster. Like there's no way the game's gonna look that much better than it does.
Oh no, it is. They're redoing all the character models. They're adding ray tracing to it. Yeah.
What? I don't understand. Everyone talks about ray tracing. What is ray tracing?
Ray tracing is when they accurately calculate light rays in an environment. So think of it as, when you're in a dark room, right? And you have a single light shining into the room. You know how that light bounces off the walls and actually kind of brightens up the whole surrounding area ever so slightly? That's because the light rays are bouncing off the walls and accurately lighting the room. In games, they've either done that pre-baked or they've had their own solution for it, but it's a extremely heavy process for a graphics card to do because they have to do millions of light rays and calculate where they're going to go. So it does anything from reflections to light shafts to volumetric lighting. It's just a way to make light more realistic and look a lot better. It's a game changer if done right. It's like, look up like Minecraft ray tracing. That'll show you the real difference. Insane.
You could really already see the difference when you look at the Spider-Man gameplay compared to Miles Morales.
Yeah,
it's essentially they're using the same engine, just upgraded and whatnot.
Right, with the ray tracing.
And that's exactly. On last week's podcast, I said something akin to this game will be on PS4 since it's literally a fucking like carbon copy just with shiny graphics. Guess what? It's on PS4.
Well, and it's not even it's like a Uncharted Lost Legacy type of deal, right? How much did that game cost, Dustin?
40.
It was 40. Okay, so
this
is 50.
The reason it's costing more is because all games are going to cost more next gen.
Oh.
Sony first party games are going to be $70.
So otherwise, this would have been a $40 game.
I'd say so, yeah. They're still going to charge $50 for it on PS4. Watch.
Right. Oh, no, they will for sure. For sure. To incentivize people to get it on PS5 and that's it.
Well, it's actually cross-gen, so if you buy it on PS4, you get a free upgrade.
Right. Well, now the question is, are you guys still incentivized? I mean, Marcel, mostly talking to you in this case, like, do you still feel like you have to get a PS5 this November, given that Miles Morales will be on PS4? Because for me, that was kind of like the whole thing is, well, I need to get a PS5 to play Miles Morales. But now it's like, oh, it runs on PS4. You could even, if you have a PS4 Pro, then that's even better,
Yeah, I mean, in many ways, I actually know a lot of people that are gonna not buy the PlayStation 5 now because they're just like, well, I don't need to. I have my PlayStation 4 to play Miles Morales, and that was like really the only game as well. Right. Also, they did the God of War 2 thing as well. I forgot about that. Oh my God, God of War 5 or whatever. It's it's gonna be so good. Well, I'm probably gonna buy it this November anyways because I'm gonna have enough money for it, and like I kind of do want to see the difference, and I want the Spider-Man PS5 the remaster. So I'm probably gonna get the PS5 anyways. Like, this really hasn't changed anything for me personally, but I know a lot of people that it has changed.
Right.
I
Yeah,
can
and I
see it
guess
changing.
for multiplayer, is PS4 and PS5 cross-platform? Like, if I get Call of Duty on PS5, can I play with people on PS4, vice versa, or
Well,
no?
it depends on the developers. So something
Okay.
like FIFA, I know explicitly is not cross-gen and it's not cross-play. Buy it
Okay.
on PS5, you can only play with PS5. But for something like Cold War, you'll be able to play against PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and PC. And
Wow.
like Dead by Daylight, PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Series X, Switch, and PC. Same with Rocket League if they do a next gen version. Same with Fortnite. It's just all going to be cross generational going
Do you guys
forward.
remember back in the day in like the Xbox 360 and PS3 era where cross-play was like the biggest thing ever? That's what everybody wanted, and it was just such a huge deal, and everybody talked about cross-play, and it pretty much never happened in that gen.
I just wanted to be the PlayStation 3 player's ass, bro. Like Xbox 360 days.
Wait,
Y'all
so
didn't even have
Marcel,
good triggers.
Yeah,
Marcel,
what's
you
Yes.
had the 360?
Yeah, I went from like the GameCube and like the Game Boy when I
Uh-huh.
was like really young to like the PlayStation 2, and then I wanted the Xbox because of like all the Call of Duty shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then then I was like, I wanted The Last of Us, and then I got the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sticking with Sony.
Yeah, I
See,
went from PS2 to PS3 to Xbox One to PS4, I guess later in the console cycle.
Mhm.
And now I'm doing PS5 over Series X. What about you, Dustin?
I own every console.
What was your first console?
Original Xbox.
Okay.
Nice.
Original Xbox. Well, N64, original Xbox, PS2, all the Game Boys. Then my parents were separated, so like my mom would get the PS3 and my dad would get the 360, and that's how I kind of experienced
Oh,
both. Yeah, and
Nice.
then as I got older, I've bonded with like both those systems. Like I like both exclusives, so I tend to buy both. And like for someone like me who can actually afford it, like next summer, I plan on picking up both consoles.
damn.
Honestly, I'm probably gonna
Flex
get
that
both consoles
cash,
too.
Dustin.
That's only
Honestly,
$1,000.
yeah, it's not that
Yeah,
much. I
it's
mean,
not.
how much is the like the cheapest Xbox for next gen? Like
300.
300.
$299.
And then I'm only gonna get digital games. So how much is a digital PlayStation 5?
400.
So it's only 700. Yeah, that's fine with me.
See, that's my
That's
thing.
one.
So
That's like one work of week for me.
right. See, like the digital PS5 is $400, which has the same specs as the PS5, the normal PS5 with the disc tray, and it's $100 difference. But then if you go down from the Xbox Series X to the Xbox Series S, you go down from 12 T-flops to 4. And you take big hits in terms of storage and like other specs, right?
Well, to be fair, T-flops don't really mean much.
What do you
That's
mean?
just some marketing buzzword. That's not how you that's not how you calculate power. So the Xbox One S or the Series S is more so in line across gen between the One X and the Series X. So it's like a stepping stone. So it can still play all the games. And it will play all the next gen games too, but it won't play them at 4K. It'll just do 1440p or even 1080p in some cases, I'm sure. But the games aren't going to look that much worse because it's basically like making a game on PC where you have to have like different graphical options. So
Mm-hmm.
like instead of being like, oh, I'm on my Series X, the developers set the settings to high. They'll be like, oh yeah, we set them to medium for the 1S. And then on PS5, from what I know, how the power ranking goes is it goes Series X, PS5, then the Series S. So the X beats out the PS5 just in very small ways. It's nothing drastic. Now, I do have to say, with that PS5 digital only, you're getting scammed. Do not do that. Purely because
Too bad I'm already doing it.
you're losing out on an 8K Blu-ray drive. Those things
I
are
don't
going
care.
to be astronomically expensive when they come
Oh,
out.
really?
Okay.
But also, most people aren't movie buffs like you. Like, I'm never going to use that. I've never used the Blu-ray drive on
Yeah,
the PS4.
I genuinely do not give a fuck.
I've used it several times, but still, an 8K Blu-ray drive, if you're looking for just pure value, if you want it to be in your entertainment stand in your living room,
Yeah, that's not
I'd
me.
I'd get it. I'd get it with this drive.
Plus, I'm
Easy.
getting both consoles, so wouldn't I just use the Xbox for that, or I could just use the PlayStation for that?
Aren't you getting both without a disc
PlayStation
drive?
4.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you
Wait,
know what I mean.
does the Xbox Series X or Series S have the 8K Blu-ray drive?
Series X does.
Okay.
Okay, and the Series the Series S, right, is digital. Duh.
Yep,
Um,
but they both have 120 FPS support. Xbox has a better CPU, and I think the GPU, which is what does all the graphics, is like 12 teraflops on Series X and 10 on PS5.
right,
So it's not really that big of a difference, no matter what. But
right.
from what
'Cause
I saw,
go ahead, Dustin. Yeah.
I have read a report that multi-platform games are running better on Xbox Series X right now. That'll probably change, but it'll be interesting seeing how that goes forward.
I'm eating crackers right now, by the way. If anybody can hear that.
No, you're good.
Not white people, actual
See-
crackers.
That's the funniest thing you could have said. So with the Xbox One, that was slightly weaker than the PS4. Is that correct? Because it used the
Yeah.
DDR3 instead of the DDR5, right?
I don't think PS4 used DDR5. Hold on.
Okay.
Here.
I know that the Xbox One used DDR3. I'm pretty sure, and was a little weaker than the PS4. But it wasn't really that noticeable. Although evidently with like Call of Duty games, they would do those frame rate comparisons, and evidently the frame rate would dip a little bit more on Xbox One.
Dustin, did you like God of War?
Yeah, it was really good.
Okay. So you're hyped about Ragnarok or whatever they're going to call it. I hope they call it Ragnarok.
Yeah, I trust Cory Barlog.
Yeah. Oh, God, I can't wait.
I'm trying to find...
Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's going to be the name of the new one?
Maybe. I mean, their title, the hashtag is Ragnarok is coming. And, like, we all know Ragnarok is going to be, like, the big event next game. Because, like, Kratos killed, like, I don't know. I'm not going to spoil it. Never mind. Did you play God of War yet, Kobe?
No, I've never played it.
Go play it. It's fun. It's really good.
So this most recent one that everyone was fawning over, that is not the new one. Like that's not the first one, right? Isn't there multiple?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's 3 ones before that.
Yeah, so this is God of War 4.
Yeah, the last one's God of War 4, and the next one's God of War 5.
Okay, so I'm looking at the power sheet for the 1S and the PS4 Slim. They both use 8 gigabytes of RAM, Xbox One. So the main difference comes from the power, which is 1.4 teraflops on 1S, which is the base Xbox One, and then 1.8 on PS4.
So slightly higher, but just barely. Not really a difference.
Yeah, but that slight power really does hit something like resolution, which 900p versus 1080p is not noticeable.
Yeah.
When you start getting into like 720p to 1080, that's noticeable, but it will never be noticeable from 1080 to 900. Now, we will see, like I think I went over this in the last podcast, 4K doesn't matter.
Yeah.
After a certain extent, it does not matter. So I really hope we see some interesting developments in terms of actual graphics versus the resolution they'll play at, because we haven't even nailed a consistent 60 frames per second yet on any game besides like Call of Duty is one of the bigger ones. Spider-Man Miles Morales isn't going to run at 60 FPS on PS5. That's ridiculous. You have to put in the specific like performance mode for it to run at 60.
Even on PS5?
Yeah.
I remember them saying that. Everybody was really mad about that or some shit.
And the performance mode will make loading buildings in the distance like go slower, right?
I'm assuming so. And it'll probably turn off ray tracing and kind of dull everything out.
That's dumb.
Like, we should focus on making our games run smoother, not look more clear. one matters over the other. There's no way Call of Duty Cold War can run at 120 frames per second on next gen and look fairly decent when Miles Morales runs at 30. You know,
Right.
It's weird.
Okay, now here's the real question. What did you guys think of the gameplay in Miles Morales?
I thought it looked great.
Looked like Spider-Man PS4.
I mean, they're doing what they did for Spider-Man with Miles Morales again with the game. You know, they did that for the movies.
Yeah. It's really it's not a big upgrade. It's just Spider-Man 1.5, and that's fine.
Yeah, it looks. I think it looks fucking. I thought it looked great. You know, I think they're. I don't know. It looks great. It looks like Spider-Man. Like I thought Spider-Man PS4 looked great. So.
Yeah, so like it's not bad. I don't think it. If you didn't like Spider-Man PS4, you're still not gonna like how this one.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch the gameplay until like a day and a half after it came out, and I had like so much time to watch it. Still, like I was like at night, I could have watched it, but I didn't. I just didn't care that much. I watched like the 2-minute section of the combat like at work, and then I was like, okay, but I didn't watch like the full 7 minutes until like a day after.
I can say I'm not a fan of my eyeballs getting fucked like that.
Holy shit, the purples and the oranges.
Yeah, it's very colorful. It's a little bit overloading. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna play it and not know what the fuck's going on because there's purple sparks flying everywhere.
There's lightning everywhere.
Pretty. It looks pretty, but like at some point you need to know when it's enough, you know. So
that lightning was really. I'm gonna be honest. The lightning was really like a lot. Like when he did like his lightning effects, I'm like, did he just shoot up to the sky and then come back down or some shit? Like some like, what was that?
Yeah, and also how does he afford like the invisibility cloak shit?
I think that looks cool, but I mean, I thought that was just part of his powers.
Yeah, I think that's a suit power.
I mean, maybe it's like a suit power, but I mean, that's like one of his OG powers, you know, like he turns invisible.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that's could be like something you could just turn off or on, and you might just have it forever, and like your suit power might be something else.
Mm-hmm.
I think the electrical charge shit's like the suit power stuff.
Gotcha. What do you guys think of Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach?
See, I've never played any of those games.
I played the first one.
They're children's games. Now, the thing is, why the fuck is Sony, for their next-gen console, showing off Fortnite and fucking Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yo, you guys know Allie, the YouTuber?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's now a legit Fortnite YouTuber. He uploads Fortnite videos every single day, and they all get millions of views.
When I was younger, I used to watch the zombie videos in Call of Duty, Black Ops 2.
He made a Call of Duty channel. He's going back to it.
I guess.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's making a Call of Duty channel, but, like, literally, I would shoot myself if I had to do the stuff that he does.
He doesn't have any shame, bro. He's past the point of caring. If you were even at his point, right? If any of us were at his point, the money would be overwhelming. Maybe not. But I don't think I would.
Maybe not. I mean, he definitely makes a lot of money.
His personality is different because it seems like he would go and sell out. You know.
Oh, he's 100. Well, obviously, but like,
yeah,
it's just, so crazy. Fortnite videos, fucking hey, and like you just look at his videos. It like imagine being a 25-year-old man making videos for 9-year-olds. Not even 16-year-olds. I mean, I think I probably make videos for like 16-year-olds. That's like my average audience. This kid, he makes the videos for like children.
My average audience is like 18 to 24 or some shit like that. That's what mine says.
See, but the thing is,
maybe they lie.
That is inaccurate, yeah, because they lie or they get on their parents' account.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh yeah, I'm 50, whatever. It's like, no, Jimmy, you're 14. You know. Yeah, but he's making a Call of Duty account. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it sucks to be in that type of position though, where maybe he doesn't even want to do all that shit.
Well, of course.
I mean, maybe he even.
It's just like after a while, it just becomes a job. Like being a YouTuber, if you do it full time, it just becomes like any other job, and what had been your passion becomes a job, and that's what happened to I mean, pretty much everyone that tried to do YouTube full time, like Wings of Redemption too. You know, he was such a huge gamer. It was his main hobby. He would play 8 to 10 hours a day, this and that. But as soon as it's like, oh, I need to make 3 videos today, I need to like get this gameplay, then it's just a job. It's just like anything else that you do where you need to hit certain metrics and goals, just like when you're at work, you know. and it kind of loses its fun a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I try to treat it like a hobby, but like, you know, I fall into that where it's like I start to write down shit and like, oh, I expect things to like go my way. And like, you know, you do have those numbers kind of like you, at work where you're like, okay, we're expecting this amount of people and we're doing this, but like when it doesn't happen, you're kind of disappointed. And it does fall into that job type of feeling.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, I just really want to get that silver trophy. You feel me? But I'm at 75K, so it's like I'm pretty far off.
I mean, you're pretty far off. What do you mean? You got like 7,000 subscribers in the last like year, right? Or 7,000.
Yeah, but even then, $7,000 or 7,000 subs a year for 3 years, that's 21K. So that means after 3 years, at this rate, I still wouldn't get it.
Well, even still, you're probably going to hit like pops and whatnot just from getting those subscribers and then them sharing your video or like them, you know, having your video say recommendations from their views.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I don't know. It's a weird chain that happens.
It's this weird thing. It's this weird thing where it's frowned upon to make videos and to market your videos in a way for it to get views. But the thing is, as a YouTuber, you make videos for people to watch them. Like if you published a video and nobody watched it, you wouldn't do videos anymore. Like I wouldn't make videos.
There's no point of making a YouTube video without that goal in mind.
So I mean, you can like scold people for like, oh, that's clickbait or whatever. And to be clear, I'm not being a hypocrite here because I'm making fun of Ali for the particular type of video that he makes. But in terms of making videos and like, you know, making an enticing title and thumbnail, people will always complain about that in the video, like in the video comments. But the thing is that we make videos for people to watch it. And if you are not utilizing those tactics, I'm not saying like clickbait or lying in the title, but I just mean like an edgy, you know, sort of engaging title and thumbnail.
You have to stand out.
Then other people are going to be utilizing those tactics, and they're not getting banned. Like YouTube's not banning them or whatever. So you're playing by the rules, the hand that you're dealt. Yeah. And you know, at the end of the day, people make YouTube videos for people to watch them, and that's really what it comes down to. Like if people aren't watching your content, then it's like, what's the point?
Yeah, I get that. Dustin, you used to be a content creator, right?
Yeah. Why'd you stop being a YouTuber?
It got fucking boring.
Yeah.
Because you just did Batman Arkham videos.
Yeah, and I got bored.
Yeah.
Why didn't you branch out to other content?
I did, and it would get like 10 views.
Yeah.
That's the hard thing too. Is that once you switch up, you don't really get the same amount of views as your popular shit.
It's like I just gave up. Like I would have a video where it'd get like 1,000 views. And then I'd be like, oh man, dude, this Telltale Batman game got announced. Boom, 1,000 views in like an hour. And then I would be like, oh, dude, Watch Dogs 2 got announced. And it'd be like 5 views. It's like,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just got bored. And honestly, YouTube isn't for everyone. Even in people who are interested in video content, it's a very tricky system you have to play with YouTube. There's a 1 in a million shot you're gonna make it, but it's always fun to go for.
What do you consider like making it?
Being making a livable amount of money. Not saying it should be anyone's like primary source of income,
but that's your metric.
That's my metric. Yeah, a successful YouTuber is someone who pulls in 50 to 60,000 views, like
a video.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was hitting those numbers back in fucking Spider-Man.
Oh man.
Were you?
I was getting like 20,000 to about like 60,000 views a video, just like popping off every day. Just like, oh, well, this game. Yeah, because like I grew a community with Evan, and you know, I was like a part of that shit, and like I was always like involved with everything that was inside of the Spider-Man community, and like I should have done that earlier, like back in 2016 when the game was first announced, but I did it like in like the beginning of summer of 2018, right when the game was about to come out.
And also, can I mention how fucking bullshit and absurd it is? Evan couldn't get his PS4 or PS5 pre-order.
He couldn't?
Nope. He still doesn't have one.
Evan doesn't?
Nope. He got the game. He didn't pre-order the system.
Dude, Insomniac's gonna hook him up. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, most likely. That'll be funny.
As they should.
Honestly, I haven't pre-ordered the PlayStation 5. I mean, should I?
No, you're not going to be able to, bro. That shit's going to sell out immediately.
Yeah, whatever.
What? Hey,
All right,
I'll
let's
be
go
right
through.
back.
Let's go through Salvage's top 10 most viewed videos. I have
No, whoa.
video number 1. Captain America Civil War Ending Explained with 1.2 million views. That's a great video.
No, it has 4,000 dislikes and 4,000 likes.
Wait, why? Why?
I'm pretty sure it was like, let me see.
You
I'm
turned
pulling
the
it.
comments off?
Yeah, I fucking turned comments off. Are you kidding me? That shit was bombarded. They said that I got. Yeah, well, look at the thumbnail.
Wait. Oh, you have Thanos in it?
So I was making a connection. Like, oh, I did. Okay, and this is the other thing. I watched it like 2 days early on this website, right?
Uh-huh.
Before it was out in America. So I made the video 2 days before the movie came out. So that's why it's popping off so much.
Oh.
And so it's not because I spoiled anything. I made it clear that I was spoiling the movie, but I didn't get the end credits in there as well. I forgot to mention the end credits in the movie.
What was
and so when people,
scene?
what was it? It was
I
don't know, something to do with Spider-Man.
Let me look it up. Keep going.
It was Spider-Man and like another character, maybe Black Panther or something. But yeah, I mean, I didn't explain the end credits. So many people tried to explain that to me, and I was like, yeah, okay. And then people were just going off about how I was wrong. I'm like, how am I wrong? I still explained the ending correctly. Like, I still explained what happened. Technically, I don't know. It still has more likes than dislikes, which is kind of shocking. I thought I had like an even number.
Oh yeah, the end credit scene was the Black Panther tease and the Spider-Man movie tease.
Yeah, I was right. Damn, I was right.
Yep.
But I
Yep.
didn't get those. I didn't get those in the video. I only explained the actual ending of the.
Because in the bootleg version of the video you were
They
watching
didn't
online,
have it. The next video though, the Flash game I won, that was actually that's probably like one of my best videos. It was like,
oh, is it?
I mean, it has 7,000 views or 7,000 likes and like 600 dislikes. It has 600,000 views. And it's actually like, there's like actually a lot of traction there.
Running the CW Flash TV scene, you were running that shit back in the day.
Oh my god, yeah, it was. The Who is Zoom?
Video number 3, Who is Zoom? Video number 4, Spider-Man PS4 has no symbiote suit, and here's why.
Yeah, that one was back in, what was it? Yeah, back when Spider-Man shit was going on. That was like a day before the video actually, or the game came out.
Really?
So that's why I was getting like a lot of subscribers from that too. Oh god, this next one.
Batman Arkham Knight, how to unlock all skins. How to unlock all skins? Spend $40. That's a secret. Thanks for watching.
Dude, I was like, you have to pre-order from here. You have to pre-order from there. Yeah. And honestly, I stole it from like another, I don't want to say who. I stole it from like another Arkham YouTuber who was like, how to get all the skins. And I was like, well, I can make a video like that. How to unlock all the skins. And I basically just made like, because they release all the info then, right? About how to get all the skins and like what systems to pre-order, because there was exclusive skins back then. Like the Earth 2 skin. We didn't even get that skin until like last year. So yeah, that one was a tricky one. I got like 800 dislikes, and a lot of people are still commenting like the same shit that you said. Do you just have to buy it?
Duh.
Yeah, fucking.
All right, next video. Barry is Zoom.
That's a theory video.
Season 2 theory. Was that accurate?
No, he was the next season villain, Savitar. That was season 2, but season 3 he was the villain.
Barry,
but I thought
Barry was Savitar?
Yeah, he was like, it was a weird, stupid fucking season. But yeah, that was a good video too. It was just a theory video. It popped off.
Nice. Batman v Superman ending explained. I'm noticing a pattern here.
Hey, shut up.
I'm just gonna be explaining the ending of movies that are like self-obvious, of just like Shazam movie ending explained. So at the end, that's Superman, and he walks up.
You could literally do that, and you could get so many views depending on when you upload it and how you like really describe it. I mean, look at the thumbnail isn't that good, but it's still like decent. It actually looks. I'll click on them. It got 555 dislikes out of 1,000 likes.
Losers.
Funny.
All right, next video: vegan gains exposed.
Okay,
vegan gains. So he like lifts and he's vegan.
Yes.
No wonder he looks like anorexic.
But here's the worst part. He's a sociopath. He's fucking nuts, right?
Oh, is he?
So one night he was hanging out with his grandfather, who's like really old, right? and like they were doing some shit, and like his grandfather had a heart attack, and so his grandfather like was dying, and like I apparently he's tried to say like afterwards like, oh yeah, I tried to help, but then he said that he was filming his grandfather being like stretchered away and saying like, oh yeah, this is what meat does to you and shit like that. And like he was like, and then he made a video saying, oh yeah, he died, but he kind of like slapped me a few times and yelled at me when I was a child, so like it's like feels like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. And
we're talking about vegan gains.
That's vegan gains, and yeah, and that's exactly what he sounds like. I could do a great impression. I just need to shave my head just like him, and I kind of already have the gains there. But like, no, he's he's crazy. I'm glad I made that video. It's still popping off a little bit too.
Oh, is it?
It's demonetized as well.
Oh, that is
like yeah, it was getting that was wow, that was one of my first exposed videos. All right,
Next, Batman Arkham 2019. What we don't want.
That was a good one. That was one of the
2019.
Huh?
Batman Arkham 2019, which is now turned into
yeah.
No Batman, No Arkham 2021. This is great.
No, that's exactly what it is. That's to be the title of this podcast. No Batman, No Arkham.
No Arkham 2021.
Yeah, that was a good one. I got 7,000. I got 7,000 like 7,600 likes and like 3,000 comments.
Damn.
Popped off.
Right, and last video, Batman Arkham Timeline Theory. What was that video about?
I like try to piece together like the timeline, even though it was all fucked up. I don't even know what I really try to do there. Like theory. I guess I was just trying to. I don't know. It got a lot of views. So it got a lot of likes too, and barely any. I'm looking at the comments real quick. Yeah, it's just me like explaining a timeline, probably trying to piece it together when I was like really young. When did that come out?
I think it said 5 years. Or wait 2 years ago?
Back when, it was like 2 years ago.
Or 5? Was it 5?
It's probably 5 years ago.
I can't remember. I switched off the page now. Yeah.
Yes, I got. All right. Yeah.
Dustin. All right, Dustin. What are your top? You don't remember. What was your most viewed video? Do you remember? Dustin. Okay, my top 10 videos. Number 1.
Oh yeah, I want to go to your fucking channel now. Hang on.
Never before seen transit Easter egg.
Oh yeah.
The thumbnail for that video is god awful. I made it in Microsoft Paint, and it says secret town room, paintings revealed new secrets, zombies going to Rome. So every single theory I listed in that video was wrong. Every single one.
Zombies did go to Rome.
Oh, but it was not in Black Ops 2.
It was in Black Ops 4.
So the reason that I said it was going to Rome is because in Black Ops 2, I go into this garage and I'm like, so as you can see here, there are shields on the wall. And everyone in the comments was like, those aren't shields. Those are hubcaps, you dipshit. That's why it's in a garage. And I was like, no, they're Roman shields, bro. That's why we're going to Rome. And I guess I ended up being right in Black Ops 4. But so that was that video. And then 2 of the people that were in the video, their name is first mentioned in the beginning. They helped me find some of the Easter eggs. And one of them later came to me and was like, bro, you can like pay me for my contributions to your video. Like, you made all that money off it. And I was like, fuck no, you're not getting shit. I'm the one that edited the video. I'm the one that recorded it. I'm the one that commentated it. You get nothing. So anyway, that was funny. Okay, next video was from 4 years ago. Return to Arkham, worse graphics than last gen. That's a quick video. It's like 4 minutes long. And the thumbnail is actually fucking hilarious because it shows Hugo Strange and his shitty ass beard in the PS4 one. And he literally looks so much worse in the PS4 one. So that was kind of a good video. Okay, next video. Never before seen Joker Easter egg. That was if, like, you remember in the scene in Arkham Knight where Barbara Gordon shoots herself, and then if you stay afterwards, then the Joker, he does like more stuff, or he like if you go back to the scene afterwards, like there are more lines with Mark Hamill's Joker.
Bro, yeah, I actually didn't know that until I saw your video.
Yeah,
like I never even fucking knew about that, so that one deserves a lot more views.
Hey, fun fact, your Return to Arkham video is in the top 15 when you look up Return to Arkham on YouTube.
Is it? That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Has to be.
Well, what my proudest accomplishment on YouTube is that when you search Grace Randolph, my video is the first one that comes up. My video titled, "Why Do People Hate Grace Randolph?"
Oh.
She blocked you, right?
Yeah. I'm surprised she hasn't like filed a lawsuit and tried to copyright claim me or some shit.
Why? Did you use her video?
Yeah, I used her footage.
Well, I mean,
But
she
it's
probably
fair
understands. Yeah, she understands fair use better than most people.
Yeah, that's true. Dude, I'm just waiting. Like, honestly, that last guy who filed that. Did you guys hear about the copyright claim on my shit?
I saw it.
The guy was like, "Oh, you used my intro. You stole it in your video." And I was like, "Dude, your video was a compilation of all 4 Batman Arkham games. It had footage in all of it. So I just like downloaded it as background footage and I interchanged it. Like I knew that I wasn't just gonna play it as the whole video. So I just used a little bit of it in the first minute and a half, and then I switched to like Batman Arkham gameplay and that type of thing. So it's all like
that's literal fair use.
I know. And he
plus he doesn't own any of the Arkham. He doesn't own any of the Arkham.
I know he doesn't. Yeah, he's filing a copyright dispute on behalf of Warner Brothers, saying that he owns Warner Brothers content.
Yeah,
like, bullshit. So and it's like a fair use of a fair use of copyrighted content, you know. But so it's like basically what could have happened is what I should have done is I should have just let him keep the claim and then fucking filed a lawsuit, sued his ass, and then gotten a shit ton of money from him. So that's what I should have done, but. Whatever, like that, it's just not even worth the headache of it. Is of just emailing him and be like, "Sorry, bro, I'll just delete the video." But if he had kept that claim on there, I just could have fucking sued his ass. And then once I won, got the claim removed, then I'd sue him for damages too, and then just get a couple grand from him, or probably more than 10 grand because he's filing a false copyright suit again using Warner Brothers footage, and he's claiming it as his own, which creates even more legal issues for him. But anyway,
yeah,
so that's
exactly.
So fucking stupid. I was so pissed about that, but I was just like. I don't want to pay a lawyer and like actually sue this kid. He lives in like Britain or some shit, but whatever.
Is he even a person if he lives in Britain?
Yeah, fucking British people, they're useless. Okay.
Also, the fair use fucking policy on YouTube is garbage. It's always been garbage.
The thing is that if you elevate it like H3 did, if you actually like put it through court and you do this and that,
yeah,
like,
if you
you will always win, not always, but you'll pretty much like win those fair use cases, you know?
Yeah.
The problem is, but H3?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't lose any case. He won that case, that big case against him, unless there's another case I'm missing.
No, yeah, like
that big case like formed like this thing called like FEFA or whatever, like FERPA. Yeah, it's like the fair use thing.
FUPA.
That's right.
The fat upper pubic area. It was a joke about that. And it was like Fair Use Protection Act.
Right.
Yeah.
And then and it was like a whole community fund where I should utilize that.
Can you believe he's only 35?
Yeah, I thought he was younger than that.
I thought he was older than that.
I thought he was a lot older than that.
Yeah, I thought he was like fucking 45. He looks 45. He looks like he took a lot of drugs.
He has a lot of body fat.
I mean, it's not the body fat; it's mainly the face.
I don't think he's done any drugs. I think he's just
I think it's just the Tourette's, bro. Nice making fun of the disability.
I'm not making fun of any disability. I'm just saying.
Wait, I'm just fucking with you.
He has Tourette's.
Isn't it obvious in his eye movements?
His face. Yeah, his face has Tourette's.
I don't watch H3. I don't know.
I used to, but his fucking content has gone downhill.
It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, it's very obvious. I was this guy fucking crazy.
His girlfriend is out of his league.
His girlfriend's not out of his league.
I guess that's what YouTube money brings you, huh?
I don't even know if that's even that's a true statement.
This is his wife. They have a kid.
They're very in each other's league, like in terms of looks.
Are you sure?
They've been married
for
8 years.
I think they're
H3 is 33.
Plus, she's kind of weird, you know. She's kind of
like
she seems a little awkward.
She's 32.
Very awkward.
Jake Paul is 23 years old?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Jake Paul. Let's look up his net worth. So he's 23 years old. He has a net worth of 11 million. I thought it was going to be higher.
No.
This is 17 million.
He's a millionaire, but compared to millionaires, he's not a millionaire.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Compared to like these Hollywood stars. You know?
Yeah, compared to like real Hollywood stars, he's just made money off merch and YouTube. You know, and that could get you a lot of money, but that's not going to get you like to the top of entertainment, at least.
And think about what you have to sacrifice to do that. Of like he had to do those you have to do publicity stunts.
Look, bro.
Yeah.
Logan Paul is fighting Floyd Mayweather. Maybe. The contracts are going. You know Floyd Mayweather, right? The boxer.
I'm fully aware of Floyd Mayweather.
They're apparently going to have an expedition. I don't know what the fucking is. They're going to be fighting. It's going to be like an 8-round fight or some shit.
Well, I guess it's just going to be Floyd Mayweather.
But here's the thing:
it's
like again, it's like, well, it's not even that. It's like, why they're not even in the same league? Why is Floyd taking that fight? Like, Floyd's going to win, obviously. Yeah, money maybe, but like, how much is Jake or Logan Paul really worth compared to Floyd? Look that up.
Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, let's look up Floyd Mayweather. I know it's in the billions.
Oh, it's a lot. It's fucking. I don't know if
his net worth is at least 560 million. It could be $1 billion. So yeah,
okay.
It looks like 915 million in the decade.
Now look up Logan Paul. Because I guarantee, like, any boxer that's like top ranked right now is probably making more than Logan Paul.
The thing about Floyd Mayweather though is he lives like the Money Mayweather lifestyle, where he spends an exorbitant amount of money every year.
Absolutely.
So when you compare him to I don't know, let's say Tiger Woods, like Tiger Woods, he's got his fucking mansions, he got his yacht, he got, like, don't get me wrong, but it's not on the level of like Floyd Mayweather. He'll like go out to a club in Vegas, spend 140 grand in one night, like that type of shit, which is just like a fucking whole level of money. But when you're spending that kind of money, even if you make a lot, like, you can't outspend or out earn that much spending,
I mean, Tiger Woods is worth like $800 million.
Right. But he's much more frugal with his money,
How much is LeBron worth?
Tiger Woods is a billionaire, bro. He is a 1.4 billion net worth.
Well, how much does Logan Paul worth?
No, he's not. That's how much he's earned over his career.
Oh, you're right. I see that now. You're right. His net worth is 800 million, which is so crazy.
Yeah, that's still a lot.
Okay, let's look at the wealthiest people in the world. Top 5 wealthiest people in the world. I know Jeff Bezos is number 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Let me guess.
Yeah.
Let me guess.
Yeah, I guess I got it pulled up. Go ahead.
Let me guess.
Stop. Logan Paul's only worth 19 million. Why the fuck is Floyd taking that fight?
My guess is like Bezos, Gates, the Arnold family, Buffett, and the Oracle guy, Larry Ellison.
You looked that up, you fucker. You took 15 seconds. That's why you delayed.
But I knew it was going to be Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates,
Bezos was
Warren
number
Buffett,
1.
and Ellison. I knew that.
Yeah, Bill Gates is number 2. I did know that. And then Bernard Arnault. He is, let's see, French national chairman of LVMH, the world's biggest luxury goods company. Oh, Louis Vuitton, Hennessy, so dude, that guy, he makes bank because he makes a Louis Vuitton bag in China for like $17 and then sells it for like $8,000. Fucking best business model you could ever create. Okay, maybe a Louis Vuitton bag makes $75 to make, but you're still selling it for $8,000, like, and all that money that you're paying to the Kardashians for marketing, like, fucking crazy looking at the luxury goods like that. Warren Buffett, number 4. He is a investor, basically, Berkshire Hathaway guy. And then number 5 is founder of Oracle, database company.
Yeah, Oracle runs servers and backend stuff for most of the big companies in the world. They actually just bought TikTok.
What?
Yeah, they just got TikTok's U.S. operations with Walmart.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That's why it's not banned.
Mark Zuckerberg is number 7.
Mark Zuckerberg. Fuck him.
You don't like him?
Dude, no, he's a fucking robot. He
No.
uses and abuses people's data.
He's a fucking lizard. Get it right.
No, and also I like whenever he goes to Congress, everyone fucking yells at him. They put aside the party differences and everyone just grills him, and it's awesome.
And then he every time he responds to them, he says congressman, or he says congresswoman, yeah, senator, and he's like Senate. The funny thing is that they're all boomers there in the Senate, like when they're interrogating him, so they're like, are there ads on Facebook? And then he's like, Senator, yes, there are ads on Facebook. He's like, so you're tracking our data?
Well, to be fair, To be fair, Facebook is fucking horrible when it comes to tracking your
I know.
data.
I'm just making fun of it. That's all.
Facebook is like probably the worst company in the world when it comes to tracking data right now. They are bad. And it's not even the fact that they track data and use it. I think it's more so the fact that they do have that boomer generation thing going on, where most people who use it are dumbass 75-year-olds who believe anything that they read online. So, like, I've seen multiple things. My mom used to date a guy who would share stuff on Facebook that would say things like, "You want to vote for Obama? He killed 50 million children," or dumb shit like that. Where it's like,
You do good, Alex Jones, dude.
Dude, literally, what I should do is just
Putting chemicals in water.
Yeah, make a YouTube channel and just
Turn
be
the
Alex
Bronx
Jones.
Gate. Like, Kobe, you know what I mean, because like
I know what you mean.
you know Facebook, I'm sure, and you know the amount of fraudulent shit that gets spread around there on both sides. Frankly, it's just I'd say more of the people I know that are right leaning go on Facebook, and it's really weird.
I haven't been on Facebook for about 2 years, 3 years. Maybe I messaged like some people. Well, why? I still have stuff on there.
It's not.
I don't want to save them.
Do you have it on your phone?
Yeah.
They're reading your text note. They're reading your
good.
text messages.
The interesting thing about Facebook is that when we were, I don't know about you guys, but when we were growing up, Facebook was a big thing when I was in middle school. Like that's how we all communicated on Facebook. I don't know about you guys, but like it was a big thing in middle school and even early high school. But then everyone hit college age and moved over to Twitter, Instagram, Snap, those types of platforms. And Facebook never really evolved. And then people were introducing their grandparents into Facebook, and then they got really into it. And now, like the number one, Facebook is very focused on news and that type of thing, and it's pretty much a boomer centric platform. Although, like BuzzFeed Food, I think is the most followed page. They have 67 million followers. The BuzzFeed Eats. So there are still young people on Facebook, but they're less vocal. Like the main people that comment and share and that type of thing. Like I get on it to like stalk people, and I mean basically my feed is 60% multi-level marketing scams, another 20% ads, 10% like the girls from high school that like got pregnant as soon as they graduated, posting pictures of their child. What's left? 10% politics, basically. That's pretty much my feed. So,
and like on Facebook, the political discussions are never sane. They're always just both sides literally throwing shit at each other.
Like fucking apes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, even you, like I mean, this is just me. I'm radically pro free speech. I'm radically anti censorship. So when YouTube and Facebook banned Alex Jones, for instance, I was very much so opposed to it. And the thing is that he is a nut and he advances wild conspiracy theories. But at the same point, who is the arbiter of that, and who is deciding who gets banned and who doesn't? I don't think that it's wise to have people in Silicon Valley who have proven they don't have the best intentions when it comes to, again, protecting data and other things like that. So I'm not in favor of them being so stringent over what content is and is not allowed on the platform. But that's certainly my perspective. I just think that it's basically, the slippery slope argument. That's basically the way that I view big tech censorship more broadly.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Alex Jones moment?
Okay, my favorite Alex Jones moment is you're putting chemicals in the water. It turns the friggin' frogs gay. Have you seen the montage where someone turned that into a song?
Yeah.
He put like dubstep music over it.
My favorite moment's the one where he's like going off on that guy on the phone. Like, you shut your goddamn mouth, you goddamn fucker.
Oh, I know, where he's like, that's it, you're putting words in my fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Well, the goddamn gloves are off, fucker. My favorite Alex Jones moment is probably when he was in custody battle with his wife over the kids.
Stop. What are you fucking doing with your bag of chips over there? No, bro.
You got both of them.
That's me.
Okay, mine are done.
But my favorite Alex Jones moment was when he was in court over a custody battle with his kids, and his wife was like, he's fucking insane. And because like he is, and then his lawyer was like, oh no, it's just a character. And then Alex Jones got out of court and like started screaming into Facebook Live or whatever. And then when they came back, the judge was like, "What the fuck was that?" And then his lawyer goes, "Your Honor, my client ate really hot chili and was fired up." And that's his excuse.
Was that actually his excuse?
Yes.
Dear God.
See, I mean, the thing is, yes, it obviously to some extent it is a character. Like, duh. When he's playing it up a little bit, but there's still a little bit of crazy there. Like, it's not quite as crazy as it appears, but there's still crazy there, 100%.
I'd say he's very crazy.
Agreed,
I think he's manic.
but he sells it, and he like, you know, he knows what he's doing. He's selling it.
Well, crazy people on the internet. What's new?
Let's throw some shots at Shank Uger from the Young Turks while we're at it. Hit the right and left, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
What did he do?
Guy.
I don't know. I just think he's annoying.
He is annoying.
And he's one of those like Russiagator conspiracy theories who now a lot of people on the left like. There's a lot of liberal YouTubers like Kyle Kalinske and Jimmy Dore, people like that who are more, I guess like I would call them more leftists. Like they're a little bit more hardcore left. And they look at Young Turks and they fucking hate Young Turks because they're kind of like run-of-the-mill lefties at this point, and they're like they basically believe, I don't know, they kind of just regurgitate MSNBC talking points about Russia conspiracy theories and shit like that, and they kind of like are morphing into a little bit of the Alex Jones side of things, just like on the left-wing side.
Yeah,
and Shank Uger is just. He ran for Congress and got fucking waxed in California in like a really liberal area and got destroyed when he ran. And he was like, well, I didn't expect that to happen. He ran north of me in Santa Ana and he didn't even live there. So everybody was like, dude, this guy's fucking bogus. Like he doesn't even live in our district and he's running for Congress here, you know? So he got fucking creamed. But
he just tried to replace Katie Hill.
He tried to replace Katie Hill, who was in the basically she was involved in a scandal where she was having sex with her staffer.
Ooh.
Because we all know that's never happened in Congress before.
Very bad. You know, it's not like someone got a blowjob in the Oval Office 25, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You just think they would learn from it.
Oh, man. Dude, politics are fucked.
You think?
Yeah. There's no going back. Both sides are fucking stupid.
I just remember back in the days when Ronald Reagan was running for re-election in 1984, and he was so popular that he won like, let me get the exact numbers right. Ronald Reagan.
I mean, liberals like Ronald Reagan.
Let's look at the popular results. But it was like elections used to be a lot, and even in FDR, when FDR was president, he got reelected 4 times. Like, can you imagine Donald Trump getting reelected 4 times, Obama getting reelected 4 times? It would never happen. No way, dude.
Yeah, it would have to happen at a specific point in history in America for that to happen.
Right.
Yeah, now everyone's radicalized because of these social media websites. There's a thing on Netflix called Social Dilemma, which kind of breaks into it, where if you go on like Facebook, they're going to show you a thought bubble of what you want to see.
Usually,
which is no lie. So like if you're already like a hard right winger, they're gonna show you radical right wing shit. If you're a radical left winger, they're gonna show you radical left leaning shit. Yeah. So over time, it's created this bigger political divide, and it's just fucked. It sucks.
Dustin, what social media do you spend your most time on? If you would have to like break it down.
Instagram, which by the way,
it's not a lot of political bullshit, is there?
No, if I do have to say, if I get another fucking person who somehow finds my Instagram from either this YouTube channel or my Twitter, I'm gonna lose my shit.
How the fuck do they find it? Is it like a completely different username too?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
That's weird.
Yeah. Has my area code in it. So.
Oh my god.
In one of my videos one time, this guy commented, and I won't repeat their names, but this guy was like, oh, how is my mom's name and my dad's name?
Dude, that was on a live stream.
Yeah, and he was like, "How?" Yeah, and on this street, and he was just doxing my street, and I fucking reported that guy.
Mhm.
What a creep! Like putting my street address again in like my live streams and comments. So, yeah,
Yeah, doxing is fucking pathetic.
it's fucked up because the thing is, it's not that hard to find the information. It's just don't
It's
be a
not.
dick. Just don't be a dick and find it. That's the thing. Is like, don't be a dick and dig and try to find someone's personal information because in this era where people are literally fucking, I do not want a SWAT team showing up at my house. That is the fucking last thing that I want because there is a fucking high chance you're gonna get shot if you just do anything. Even if you wake up and you're stunned and you jolt and fucking turn off your alarm clock, you're dead. You know, like I mean, people have died from swatting, so it's something. I'm so glad that guy went to federal prison. That fucking idiot who
Yeah, that one
swatted
guy.
somebody, and it sets an important precedent because like that shit is not cool at all.
No.
And also, for someone like me that owns a fair bit of firearms, that's horrifying.
Yeah, it's terrifying. They see a fucking gun in the background. They're like,
Because
hey!
how do you know? How do you know it's the SWAT team versus
Oh, yeah.
someone breaking into your house until you see them? You know, and then it's too late. It's a really dangerous situation.
Hmm.
That's why Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky is trying to advocate for no-knock warrants. So he's the author of the Justice for Breonna Taylor Act. So the way that Breonna Taylor, you've probably seen a lot of people talking about her. She died in what's called a no-knock raid. So her boyfriend had a warrant for his arrest. So the police, they do a no-knock raid, which is instead of knocking on your door and be like SWAT team, and open up and giving you the notice that you're opening up, they just bust down your door and fucking come in. So her boyfriend had a warrant, and then if I believe that basically the police shot and killed his girlfriend, and again she didn't have there wasn't a warrant in her name. She did nothing, so that was the whole thing.
And
So
also,
then Senator Rand Paul is now signing the Justice for Breonna Taylor Act, and the whole idea is the police can't just barge into your door in a night raid. It has to be an advanced, basically they have to give you notice,
and that's
which is
a big
a
win.
little more dangerous for the police officers, but it also is like people have died in no-knock raids, and they don't seem to be probably the best thing to do. Unless,
Yeah.
see, but then the thing is I'm also kind of like, well, maybe in some cases, and they're not like, what if they know, what if it's some serial killer on the loose and it's a chase or somebody that like assassinated the president, and as soon as you barge in that they're going to engage fire. But then again, it's like the risks are probably too high to justify doing it unless
Yeah.
unless it's under very very certain
Yeah, do you have to? Yeah, there has to be a
circumstances.
certain. Yeah.
And then you get an instance where they had him on like a drug thing, which they didn't find any drugs in the house to begin with. So that was an L for the police department.
Well,
they
yeah.
kill an innocent woman who was just laying there.
Thing, it's a no-knock raid for drugs. Like, are we talking about doing no-knock raids for serial killers or whatever,
Violent
like somebody
crimes?
that assassinated the president, or violent crimes, or somebody who's dealing drugs and like, oh, they might have guns, but maybe not. They might have drugs, they might not. It's like that's kind of fucked up to do. So I definitely on the whole agree with it then to that extent. But I don't know. It's crazy in the era of swatting, and then again somebody actually died from it. It's like,
yeah, I never want to be swatted. That's fucking, especially with my dog too. My dog will start freaking out, and she's gonna get blasted.
Dogs get shot all the time.
My dog will certainly get blasted if she sees 6 fucking guys run up on her with a goddamn me getting arrested and shit.
Right.
Cops kill dogs all the time just because there's really no consequences for it.
See, and that'd be like my first move too. Is like, oh fuck, there's a SWAT team. I'm gonna lock my dog in her kennel. I'm just gonna run away real quick and lock her in there because like that'd be my main concern.
Yeah, they really don't fuck with dogs.
Yeah, no, exactly. Pussies.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that's why you get a cat. They won't shoot your cat.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you never know. The fucking cat is getting aggressive too.
Yo, the cat was reaching for his waistband, yo.
Oh my god. Stop resisting, cat.
Dude, have you seen that one? Does Chappelle? There was like a Chappelle thing where like the SWAT team burst through, and like the dog's just sitting there, and like the guy's just like, "Set that fucking dog up!" and it hits it in the face.
Yo, Salvo, you want to know something funny?
What?
I've seen Dave Chappelle at the grocery store 3
What
times.
the fuck?
Have you really?
Yeah, I live 10 minutes away from him.
Oh, that's amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah. No, I could beat Dave Chappelle right now, right on podcast.
That'd be funny. Man, that's crazy.
Cool, though.
Wait, so where do you live again?
Dustin.
Jesus Christ.
I hear you, but I'm electing to ignore the decision.
Well, I
Say
didn't say like give me a specific location, give me a state. You said
Ohio.
okay, that's all I need to know. I didn't know he lived in Ohio.
Yeah.
I live in North Hollywood. And where do you live, Marcel?
Oh, I live in Mesa, Arizona.
It's is that outside of Phoenix?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's really close to Tempe, Scottsdale, so yeah, it's like right outside.
It's just east of Phoenix. You never go to Phoenix?
No, I don't need to. I mean, unless well, I do with Hingham High when I'm driving around.
Yeah.
Christmas lights.
Well, Mesa looks cool. Do you like it?
I mean, yeah, it's nice. I don't really care. I mean, I really just got this place because it's really close to my job. Not the one I have, like, not the one I'm working like right now.
Looks like you guys have a pretty big downtown area.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty big. It's not. Yeah, I mean, compared to like LA,
Obviously,
it's small, but
yeah,
it's a decent sized downtown. It fucking gets hazy sometimes.
Is that where the libs live?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, do you live in a conservative or liberal area?
I see more Trump things than fucking anything else. So
Yeah,
when I'm driving around.
That's how it is every election. Every election year, it's always the president that's in office that will have more signs up.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
like, even still, I see more Republican, signs up too during. So we're more of a red state. Very red state.
I've seen one Biden sign in all of Ohio. On back. But
he might win Ohio.
Biden has on this chart thing, it was like 49.4% Biden. In most of the swing states, it's going to be very close. That's going to be the deciding factor.
There was another state that he turned blue, or he was going to try to turn blue too.
Pennsylvania, Florida. Florida is a big one.
Florida, he's dumping a lot of money in Florida.
Mini Mike Bloomberg dumped $100 million.
Yeah. See, and the trick with that is that if Biden wins Florida, it's GG. Trump has no path to victory if he loses Florida.
And Florida's his home turf too, so that'd be ultra embarrassing.
He won off of Florida in the 2016 one, right?
Yeah, but it's pretty close.
Well, yeah. I mean, Trump's 2016 home state was New York, right?
Well, yeah, and he lost that by a lot.
Yeah.
And so he spends a lot of time at the Mar-a-Lago.
Hillary Clinton was also from New York, though, so they both same home state. You have no home state.
Yeah, and from what I know, he's just doing that because of the Mar-a-Lago that he owns down there. Did you see that one Biden ad where it was just a speech from Trump where he's going, "If he beats me, you'll never see me again."
I saw that this morning.
And then the ad ends. And it says brought to you by Joe Biden, and that's the entire
This
ad.
message was endorsed by Joe Biden.
That's like, weird.
Holy shit, yeah.
So Trump won by 100,000 votes in Florida last time. But in the polls right now, Biden is leading in Florida.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Biden is suspected to win, but so is Hillary. We really can't tell by that. So it'll all come down to that night. And I know that we have conflicting political opinions, but like it nonetheless, no matter what side you're on, it's a very interesting process leading up to an election year. See, for like us, this is like what, our 5th presidential election we've had to sit through?
I mean,
I feel like this is my 4th that I remember.
Yeah. 4th I remember.
This is my 5th. I remember the 2004 one very slightly.
I kind of remember that. I don't really remember that one at all. I was like 5. That's when my memories were beginning.
I remember everyone thinking George W. Bush was an idiot. And I mean, he is, like, isn't he, like, pointed as the worst president in American history by popularity? I mean,
well, it's interesting. I mean, it's interesting because if you polled him after 9/11, he was one of the most popular U.S. presidents.
After Katrina, right?
And then Katrina, it went down. And then from Katrina and the Iraq War is really what killed him.
Yeah.
Because the Iraq War, it carried on for so long, and people just weren't happy with the way in which it was, being. I mean, it's interesting. Like after 9/11, people like the idea of like, oh, go get them, let's go get those terrorists. And I get that. They
go get them terrorists, filler.
I mean, they definitely deserve, like everyone that perpetuated 9/11 definitely deserved to be killed for their crimes. Killing 3,000 civilians is obviously terrible. So it should have been done. But then when it turns into like, oh, we're trying to install democracy in Iraq now, we're trying to do this and that. It's like, what? I thought we were just trying to kill the terrorists, That was my thing. It's just like, what the fuck? How are all these other things? And we spent so much money building roads and bridges in Iraq and Afghanistan and trying to democratize them, and it was a colossal failure.
Because it's not our business.
And it's just that's why he really flopped in terms of popularity. That's what undid him.
Yeah, and like I think Obama had decent popularity. I feel like his
rose throughout the length of his presidency.
Yeah. I can say that I actually did see that firsthand, where even people who were super critical of him by the end of it were like, yeah, he was fine. He didn't do anything too hateful.
I could do that Obama impression, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yours is good. It's really good.
Oh, man. I'm going to talk like Obama for the rest of the podcast.
Yay.
It's going to sound great. Oh, man.
Obama, what do you think about Joe Biden's cognitive health?
No comment.
Do you like how Obama waited to recommend him until it was clear that he was going to win?
No, that's bad. That reflects that 100% Obama did not want Biden. Obama wanted Kamala. So that's why he's happy now. That's why he ultimately got Kamala. We all know Joe Biden's going to resign within the first year.
Yeah, possible. He's just going to be a puppet.
Very, very likely. He said himself he is a quote transition candidate. So he will likely, in all likelihood, not fulfill his first term. Like he's either going to step down or, and just basically, so his vice president is much more important than I would say in past elections. So people have to consider, do I also like Kamala? Whereas typically, but the thing is, the vice president has always mattered. In 2008, the main reason I think John McCain would have lost anyway, even with a good VP. But one of the things that really fucked him over was that he picked Sarah Palin. Oh, God. Yeah. And then everybody was like, oh, my God, imagine if Sarah Palin was president. That would be awful,
Isn't Sarah Palin the gun-toting, big titty Alaskan woman?
Yes. That's exactly
it's like a reality TV show, I think,
Oh, my God. Yeah, that was bad. I mean, Biden was okay when he was vice. Yeah. And then Pence doesn't really do anything. No, I never hear anything from Pence, yeah.
That's right. He just regurgitates what most of Trump says.
Last time I heard anything about him was when he was leading the coronavirus strike force team. And I thought that was a bad idea. It's like, he's not an epidemiologist. But, isn't that team broken up now? Doesn't that thing not exist?
The band broke up.
Yeah.
The band broke up.
Well, I think, I mean, I haven't seen Dr. Deborah Birx. She would come on a lot during those press conferences, and hasn't been publicly involved, but I'm sure she's still working daily on it. Fauci, he's still involved, but Trump and Fauci don't talk together as much as they used to.
Well, I think it's more so because Fauci is trying to be more realistic with it, and I think Trump wants it the best case scenario, which obviously makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But Fauci is an epidemiologist. He does stuff within this field. So do you remember when he had a sick day or he had surgery and then they called back some of his provisions that he put out? And then the next day he had to come back out and was like, I didn't sign off on any of this.
Fauci did?
Yeah. I think it was something in regards of wearing mask when asymptomatic. Okay. So if you don't have symptoms, you shouldn't wear a mask.
Oh, I see.
And then he came out and was like, no, that's a bad idea.
No, even if you're asymptomatic, everybody should wear masks. That's what he said. Right.
Yeah. He's saying if you're going out in public in that high density area, you should probably wear a mask, which in and of itself shouldn't be a partisan issue. I get why it is, but I don't agree with that being a political standpoint. I think it's kind of weird. Like I'm sick of wearing a mask every day too, but I got to do what I got to do.
Well, it's interesting because he said by April of 2021, every American will have a vaccine.
And then the
But
CDC director came out the next day, right?
and did he say like, no, there's no way?
I think he said summer 2021 is when we're going to get the first wave.
And then like, so I mean, yeah, you're looking at summer 2021 until life returns to normal, like almost a year.
And like, granted, that's not as long as the time period as I thought it would be. Because if you think about the facts, we've already been in this climate for 7 months.
It's not that
Almost
bad.
7 months. And it's gone by relatively quick. Now, if we can keep the economy going relatively okay and just keep going with provisions we had, that'd be perfectly fine. Granted, people are going to get more sick of it, so you're going to see more anti-mask or anti-vaccine protests going on.
Fucking
And-
retards.
And trust me, I wouldn't want to get that first wave of vaccinations either, because of how rushed this vaccine process
Mhm.
is. I don't
Dude,
trust it.
that's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't want to sound like an anti-vax nut, but I'm kind of looking at that COVID vaccine and I'm like, ooh, I don't know,
Well,
like these other
I'm not-
vaccines that have been around for decades, like, okay, I'm comfortable
I
with
mean,
that.
if I don't know if I'm like, is it like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be like comfortable with it either because
See, but the thing is that it might be specifically targeted. So take somebody like my sister, for instance. So my sister, she has what would be classified as moderate to severe cerebral palsy. So she's pretty much severe form of cerebral palsy. And cerebral palsy is when there's brain damage at birth. Typically happens in the birth canal. So she basically has had brain damage since birth, and that has a lot of different implications into her immune system is not as strong. She did not like grow as well, and it's that type of thing. So it's just, I mean, obviously, like if you have disabilities, you're a little bit more vulnerable in terms of your immune system. So in her case, if she got COVID, it would be a real big issue because her lungs don't work quite as well as in other people, that type of thing. So for her, like first wave, even if there might be some risks associated with the first wave of the COVID vaccine, for her it would be worth it because her getting COVID would be a really, really bad proposition for her. And not that she would certainly die, but it would be more of a possibility than in somebody like me, for instance. Now, I'm pretty certain I had COVID in late February. Um, when I had the symptoms, I went to urgent care and they were like, we're pretty certain based on your symptoms that you have flu. We're almost like 100% sure. And then they did the flu test. They did both the send in and like the swab. They did both tests and I was negative for flu. I didn't have it. And they were like, we basically have no clue. We've seen a lot of people that have had this where they basically present with flu, but they test negative and we have no idea what it is. And we later found out, like 2 weeks later, it wasn't much before, like much later, until we learned that COVID was already in the U.S. And so that was in like late February when they were just like, I don't know, it's like the flu, but you tested negative, so it's weird. But that ultimately was COVID. But for somebody, the point I was getting at is that I have the antibodies for COVID. Now, nobody knows exactly how long the antibodies last, but pretty much every virus, if you have immunity to that virus. The thing with the flu is there's so many different strains. This is just one strain. So all you need is that one antibody of the COVID-19 antibody. So with that being said, for me, I can't really justify getting a vaccine because I already had it and already have immunity to it,
right.
Mhm.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, they say for 3 months, but we really don't know at this point.
Yeah, I doubt it. I mean, fucking, they don't know either. We
Right.
just have to wait.
I mean, that's what makes the situation so tricky is that this is a new illness. So we're kind of feeling it out as we go.
And you know what's funny is that just the other day, I had a CAT scan done, and they were like, we noticed a few 2 millimeter lesions like on your lung, but they look post-inflammatory in nature. So meaning that they'll go down once like whatever the virus that I have now goes away. So they'll like go away in a week. But my thought is, what if COVID, because of how bad the cough is and how it directly targets your lungs, what if it actually causes permanent lung damage? Again, they said it was a tiny amount, but I thought that I had seen some reports that there might be some long-lasting cardiorespiratory implications from contrasting COVID potentially.
See,
Mhm.
I don't know if even I've had. I mean, maybe I've had COVID, but I haven't had like any crazy cough from anything, like any flu
Yeah, you
symptoms or
cough
anything.
really bad. You cough really bad with COVID.
I heard that you cough up shit like a ton, and like you're
Yep.
just constantly doing it. Like you don't have any appetite either. So I don't know. I haven't had that like since all of this has happened, since like March. And I stopped working on March 20th, and then I started working again like May 20th. So
See, it says right here on John Hopkins Med School's website, it says that COVID can cause lung damage and breathing problems that can persist even after recovery, an expert in lung disease explains. But I think that you could say that for the flu. You could say that for other viral infections as well. Like
right.
if you really hack up, like literally hack up a lung, you're coughing a lot, blah, blah, blah. Says severe cases of COVID can cause lasting damage to the lungs that may necessitate surgery or even organ transplants, according to Healthline. But I think that that is much rarer.
Yeah.
And for people that maybe struggle to breathe at certain points, as a result of it and whatever. But I think even flu can theoretically cause lasting lung damage, So the question is like, how common is like 40% of us have lung damage? Then like, whoa, that's crazy. But if it's not, then what,
I mean, I've never had the flu either. So.
You've never had the flu?
Nope.
Oh. That's crazy. I don't even remember the last time I've had the flu, actually. I haven't, man, I don't even know.
And as
I don't
a
remember
kid,
the last time I was sick.
Even if you have the flu as a kid, it's not as severe as it is when you're an adult.
No.
So, say like a little kid gets... I mean, that's why when you go to places when little kids aren't even required to have a mask on. So, it's because they really can't spread it as much as an adult can, and I'm pretty sure COVID doesn't affect kids as much either. Like, they can get it, but I'm sure the fatality rate is a lot lower.
Yeah, they get over it very easily.
Yeah.
It says right here, a few people have needed lung transplants because of severe tissue damage caused from COVID.
The fuck's a lung transplant?
A lung transplant is
I've
where...
never heard of that. Like, I know what it is, but like, I did not know that was a possibility.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You can transplant any organ.
Did you not know that?
You can do a heart transplant.
A bigger
the heart and the
myself.
lung.
Actually, you can't.
Yeah,
you can't transplant a brain yet, but they're working on it.
No, yeah, but
you
could do the penis thing for yourself, Dustin, if you want.
They stopped working on the head transplant thing.
We should
Elon Musk is working on it.
Oh yeah, but I'm talking about that Sergio doctor who was trying to put that guy with spina bifida onto another body. They were scared that if he did one small thing wrong, it would make him have an extremely painful death.
Yeah.
They got reconnected.
Well,
like extremely agonizing.
We should just all switch penises.
Okay.
I get Kobe's, Jake gets Dustin's, and Kobe, you get Jake's.
Oh, you're upgrading. Congratulations.
I'll get Marcel's.
I guess, if you want mine, shit. I mean...
What else is on their conversation list?
Do we have any questions?
Let's talk
any question.
No,
okay.
I don't think we had any questions.
Fine.
Wait, Dustin, did you say you had something?
No.
I have a topic. So, Marcel, you said that you are getting into boxing. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Have you already been boxing?
Well, I did like Muay Thai for 6 months, so I know the basic of striking. And like my sister did Muay Thai for like 2 years, so she taught me a few things too. But I'm not like in a gym yet. No, not right now. I'm just teaching myself. Yeah, it's all just self-taught. Like, but I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I'm fast. I just need to. I'm working on like the different stances and just trying to see how fast I could really get in there and move. Plus gaining weight is kind of weird too, because like I just feel heavier and heavier.
What sparked your interest in it? Like Floyd Mayweather?
No, I mean I was always interested in fighting and like martial arts because I did jiu-jitsu when I was like 7. Like that's when I started doing jiu-jitsu. And then I did that until I was in high school and I stopped doing that. I wanted to do wrestling in high school, but I just never really got into it. Like wrestling wasn't my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would rather get into like judo, which is just flipping people. It's kind of like wrestling, but like you don't have to like, roll on the ground as much and you're not getting slammed as hard.
Right.
So like, I don't know. It just started piquing my, I just wanted to punch something. And I just wanted to, like, once I started really punching the punching bag, I'm like, wow, this is fun. I bet I could get into the ring and do this. And I know I can do really good because I'm already naturally skilled in all this shit.
Right.
And I'm used to competition too. So, like, I just need to get into a ring and get with a good trainer.
Yeah, so you've never you've just at this point you're just training kind of in your room, but you've not actually had any boxing matches, right?
No matches.
But you're training.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I've sparred a little bit in Muay Thai, but that's like the extent of how much I've fought.
Right.
But I still have that instinct of like, I mean, I still have to get the job done. Like if I get put into a ring, right, I'm pretty sure if I go up against amateurs, I would do great. Like that's how confident I am in like my skill. Like once I get into the ring, I just need to, get used to fighting, and that's it. Like getting hit is like the only thing I need to get used to. But even then, I don't want to get hit. Like I want to be able to move around and be elusive.
Yeah.
It's a fun sport.
I mean,
when
dude,
you look at
honestly, I would just minimize headshots. Like you can fucking punch me in the body. I just don't want to get my bell rung,
I mean, body shots are scary too because you could still take like a really hard liver shot and go down. You'll be down for a while. I mean, they could apparently like you could if you get hit in body too much, you could start pissing blood, which is like I don't think I want to get hit in the body. I'd rather not get hit at all. So like my idea is like just being as aggressive as possible while also being just as fast. Like not like I don't know how I'm really going to get into it, but I just need to get in with a trainer who knows like my style already, like who's seen it.
You're going for the quick knockouts?
I'm going for I want to I like the whole style I'm going for is trying to like become like a champion as fast as possible because I only have 10 years. I wanted to stop when I'm 30. Like I don't want to keep going after 30 because I want to, keep getting fucking rocked in the head. So try to get in and out of the ring as fast as possible and prove that I can get in with the best and just knock them out. I could also go for a long time as well. It's still work on like going like the distance and still being like a good fighter, but I still want to go for those knockouts fast.
I got you. Did you play football growing up?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's cool.
it
Justin,
was
what
like when I was younger though.
Yeah, that's cool.
I wrestled, I swam, and I played football in elementary.
Nice. When did you wrestle? Oh, was that all?
Okay. 8th grade freshman year. And then I swam 8th grade freshman year.
I bet swimming's fun. I wanted to get into swimming at one point.
Dude, those Speedos fucking hike up your balls.
So would you guys like use that to recruit girls?
Yeah.
Swimming?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, you could pretty much see at a glance what each guy has to offer.
Oh, I was more so enjoying it than the girls.
I bet. I would have loved wearing that fucking thing around women. Are you kidding me?
No, that's not what I was implying, Marcel.
Dustin was implying something a little different.
Oh, no, I get you.
Okay, all right. So I played. I was shit at basketball. Oh my god, I was so bad. Fuck, I was way too white to be playing that sport. And then I was really good at baseball for the same reason I was bad at basketball. And then I could kind of get decent at golf, but I would go through phases where sometimes I would be a little good and then sometimes I just fucking sucked. But my best sport was baseball for sure. I played a league up in baseball, but and then in late high school I played soccer and I was okay. I was just moderate, but I wasn't bad per se.
So you were just bad at all the brown people sports. Is what you're saying.
Essentially any sport that required athleticism I wasn't that good at.
I want to try to get in golf. I don't know how good I would be.
Golf is fun.
Yeah.
The only thing with golf, this is the main downfall, is it's an expensive sport.
Okay, yeah, because you have to actually go to like a fucking field and shit.
Well, the golf clubs are expensive, but think about it. Like if you want to go play basketball right now, you find like a public court, you go out in your driveway, whatever. If you want to play golf right now, you've got to pay $40 to play 18 holes.
I got the sponsorship thing where they'll give me a virtual golf course in my home.
Really?
I wanted to do it, but I think the thing is already done, like the sponsorship timing. I wanted to do it for my Abbey Arms, how to get Abbey Arm videos, where I like have my golf club with me, like in between. I'm like, and I have this golf sponsorship, this virtual game.
Oh, that's so funny.
It would I know it would have fit so perfectly. The video was going to be so good, but I don't know. I just didn't want to make the skit. There's going to be a lot of yelling and working out involved, a lot of sweating.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think I would have started like if I probably can still do that if they do something with The Last of Us and Abby, but like just like fucking do like a workout thing, like just like a workout channel.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't want to get too deep into YouTube, like if I'm trying to go into like boxing.
You don't think so?
Well, I mean, I'll probably keep doing like the one I have now. It's just like, you know what I mean? I don't want to like keep doing shit and then like everybody's like, hey, what's all this past shit?
Right. I might want to make a second channel and start doing more videos.
I say do it if you have like other ideas besides whatever you're doing now.
It's like Mock V Salvage reunion.
Oh yeah, dude. Play some Rocket League.
It was a fun channel. It was like a lot of work, and it was going to take so long for us to get.
It was a lot of work because we had to like send each other the audio and the video. And,
I know.
Like, we had like one of us had to edit like both of the things back to back and like find.
Yeah, that was. You're right. I forgot about how much work it was.
Yeah, there's a lot of editing involved. It's like I don't know.
Boo-hoo!
Do you want to be that? Do you want to be the editor? You want us to do the shit, send you the footage, and then we'll pay you like whatever cut, like 33%.
Yeah, 33% of nothing. That was the other problem.
Yeah, there's no money. Yeah, there's no money involved.
Although maybe I should make a gameplay channel. I don't know. That could be fun.
Just go back to the one. I have the email. I'm pretty sure I have the password too.
But I don't want to get too.
It's when I had 13,000. It's when I had 13,000 subscribers and you had 44,000 subscribers.
That was a long ass time ago.
Yeah, exactly. I remember it because that's part of our email.
That's funny. That might be worth. I mean, I could just make my own Let's Play channel and then just bring on like other people a bunch too.
Yeah, you could do that.
Like bring on Jay and other people.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Our gameplay channel is really on the up and up. I don't watch them anymore personally. It's more like video essays and commentaries.
Yeah. Do you want to are you gonna play Rocket League tonight? Do you want to play Rocket League tonight, bro?
I probably am gonna do a live stream and do probably on Arkham though. No one will watch if it's Rocket League.
Arkham. You got like 60 views last time on the Rocket League fucking stream.
Yeah, my Arkham streams get 250.
Fuck up.
And I actually get donations and memberships.
Whatever. I'm gonna be doing an Arkham stream too, so mine's not gonna be zero.
Exactly. You're saying this and you do stream Arkham and not other games.
I would have streamed Rocket League, but whatever. I don't have all the Streamlabs shit you.
We could both stream Rocket League.
But I can't talk because you won't be on it.
Well, but can you get on your Skype? Then I can record it if you're on Skype.
But then it would only work for you because I can't record Skype on the live stream.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's a good point.
So either we figure out that PlayStation shit for you because it works for me.
It doesn't work for me.
It works for me. I can get people in the party and they could talk.
But the thing is I have Streamlabs and the PS5, PS4 goes through the fucking whatchamacallit, the HDMI cable.
I won't stream if you stream.
You won't stream if I stream?
If you stream Rocket League, yeah.
So you just want to come onto my stream?
Basically. But I don't want to stream I'm not going to go on your stream if you are playing Arkham. Because then I'll just do my own Arkham stream.
I get you. Okay, let's do Rocket League then.
Yeah, so.
All right,
carry you to the fucking top.
Yeah, okay, let's do that. All right, what time you want to do it?
Whenever. I'm down whenever.
Let's see, it's 4:43. Okay, we could do it right after this.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay. All right, guys, so we're going to wrap the podcast up here. We're going to oh shit. Okay, wait, we're going to be Justin, can you upload this?
Why?
Okay, Justin. Okay, guys, thank you for watching this episode of the Anonymous Throwdown Podcast. I had a great time. Hope you guys did as well, and hope everybody watching enjoyed this episode. We'll be back here next Sunday. Hopefully Jake will be joining us as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up. We're trying to get 1,000 subs. Make sure you subscribe. Trying to hit those 4,000 watch hours so we can become a partner channel. So make sure you're watching the entire podcast from beginning to end. Turn on notifications, like the video, subscribe, comment, and probably do 10 other things that I can't think of right now. But do all those too. Anything to help us. I'll follow us on Twitter. There's a good one. Okay, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.